Okay, right now here we comes to the last three questions. Okay, hope it's not very watch throughout the whole journey that we are talking about. Okay, so for Hui Xuan, what will you gain after being a comic artist?
Okay, I share some graphics to you guys. I published more than 30 books in bilingual, total 2 series. I'm really surprised that I have come this far. And second is I have my very own Dream Walker 10th anniversary event. I gain many supportive fans. They are the reason why I can't stop doing comics. I don't want to make them disappointed. I'm really thankful to have them for not giving me up throughout these years. If you guys are watching now, I hope you will stay safe and healthy. I won 2 awards. Both of them meant a lot to me. It's very encouraging for me to continue the comic artist path. And I also received an invitation from Taiwan to submit my work for their exhibitions, and my comics also being featured in their books as well. And lastly, the most important part, me and my friends were featured in the Manga Summit International Comic Artworks Exhibition Catalog. It was published by International Comic Artists Conference as known as ICC. I really feel very honored that my works were featured together with a lot of well-known comic artists in Japan, especially my idol Takashi Yumiko Sensei. Other famous titles like Rurouni Kenshin, One Punch Man, and Attacks of Titans were also featured too. If you guys are interested to get a closer look at the photos, you can check out my Facebook page DWMSC. It was pinned on top. Thank you.
Well, that's quite interesting and see a lot of stuff that we are already chance to get close to the top manga artists in Japan. So, what did you gain after becoming a comic artist here?
Yes, Mura. So I think one of the takeaways is that I get to meet like-minded friends and people who are into comic creation locally and overseas, and we also get invited to participate in events like what Kishan has mentioned earlier. So just let me share some graphics. Okay, so like this one is actually the one-page horror comic event organized by the Taiwan comic artists. So for this compilation, it actually includes like around I think 170 artists from Southeast Asia, and this is the work that I have done for this compilation. It's actually quite a different style from the usual art style that I have used in A Deal With Lucifer. So I think it's quite fun to participate in such events.
Okay, well, I believe that both of you have gained a lot of exposure and knowledge, even in local or even at overseas. And right now, is that can you tell us more about any new coming up books? Clio?
Thanks, Mura. Yeah, so let me share my screen again. Just a moment. Okay, so currently I'm working on season 2, the second book of season 2. What you are seeing right now on the screen is actually the first volume of season 2, which was released December 2019. So it's already out on TCZ if you're not aware. So basically the story for season 2 is it is actually a prequel to the story of season 1. So what happened is that the Hell Lord from season 1, he appears as a young demon here, and the story revolves around these few demons who are fighting to be the crown prince of hell, and then this human girl Winter is actually involved in their power struggle here. So then I have this what you're seeing right now are some preview pages of the upcoming book, which is tentatively I'm planning to release it either end of this year or early next year, depending on my speed. Yeah, so basically in volume 2 for this season, the story will unfold more. So there will be more insights to what actually happened in season 1. So basically it will just link back to the season 1 story.
Thank you, Clio. Okay, I hope your reader will not get waiting for so long for your book. Okay, so how about Xuan? We know that right now you are still doing the Mystical Gateway, and do you have any coming up new stories, or is it a continuous of Dreamwalker?
Thank you for asking. First, I'd like to apologize to all my Dreamwalker fans. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Allow me to share something. Okay, this is the new series Dreamwalker. I'm currently working on it, and the book title is called Dreamscape Forever. And this is Yeo Hui in her new hairdo and outfit. And the little girl she's holding is the new character, her partner. Her name is called Sui, S-U-I. This illustration is the cover page for chapter 1. And here the center page for the new book. Here I will not talk too much about the storyline, I don't want to be the spoiler. And the release date to be confirmed at a later time.
Well, okay, which means both artists will have new books coming out. So readers, you all heard that. Okay, if they do not have it, go and chase them. Okay, so my last questions for both of the artists is, any tips or advice for inspiring comic artists? Xuan?
Actually, my suggestion is please don't rush with it. Unless you got strong confidence that your work makes no mistake. And second, learn to observe your surroundings. And lastly, practice makes perfect.
Thank you, Mura. Yeah, I think at the start, you don't really have to go for 100% perfection, especially if it's your first work, but rather the goal should be to actually complete a piece of work. It can be just a very short one short story, because you will definitely make improvements along the way. So I think one common problem that a lot of like very new comic artists make is that because you always look back at your work and then you try to edit, and then you just end up forever revising your work. So you never get to complete your first piece of work. And because the advantage of having complete at least your first piece of work is that you actually get to learn more when you actually look back at it, and you get actual feedback from actual readers and your editor. So like what Hui Xuan has mentioned, practice makes perfect. So from there on, then we can improve along the way.
Alright, this is very good learning sessions if I'm not wrong, and then hope that the both artists have shared their thoughts and their comments towards the comics journey, and I hope that inspiring talent artists don't give up on what you want to do. You can try and try until you really don't wish to continue anymore. It's your own choices. But if you're doing comic, not only passion, you need to have endurance also. And then thank you for the day, for the attendance. Well, I mean, for Zoom is very appreciating that. It's like having a lot of time with you all to have this talk and then sharing your thoughts with a lot of them. Okay, so next is that if you all need to know more about the comics artists and the creators on our official website at www.sgocf.com. So you can get to know more from there. And also, lastly, I would like to thank the crew behind. They are really very helpful us, because all of us are not very tech gadgets. So we have tried our best to do this Zoom, and then it's very difficult to connect everybody in the Zoom. Okay, and then lastly, we would like to thank the authors who have turned up for this talk, and also Zuru of Rune, and then Brian Lee of the Adventures of I Ching, the Novelist, and also Risho from Pandora's Scar. So thank you everyone for your turn up and for your patience with us. Thank you.